Welcome to Starknits and SSK 2021. I'm sad that we can't be in person this year, but I'm excited that we can do a video. So I'm going to talk about some of my new bags. Last year for online I talked about my popular bags, so I have some new bags that I came out with just recently, and I'm not sure if I highlighted them last year or not. So the first one we're going to talk about is my bento bag. And they are great for putting into your other bags, and you can tie them up. So they snap at the top, but they can also tie. So let me take this off. So you can tie them and then just throw them in your bigger bags. They're super squishy, and they're a double lined cotton, and you can see I have a sock project in here, a notions tin, measuring tape, and lotion, and they all fit in here really nicely. You can also just snap it and walk in it as you use the bento bag. So that's my bento bags. I have a bunch of them on my Etsy store, and you can get to my Etsy store through my website or through Etsy. Starknits.etsy.com, or my website will take you there. The next new bag that I have is my extra large basket, and someone wanted a bag that was bigger than my regular basket, which I'll get a regular basket. And you can see the difference. It's bigger than my regular, and yet it's shorter than my tall basket. So, and it's wider. So that's just the difference of the baskets, and I will show you how much they hold in a second. I have a whole bunch of different baskets available. I'm hoping to have some on my website, but if you don't see them, you can definitely send me a message through Etsy, and I will definitely hook you up. So there's like 8 ounces of fiber in there, and there's still room. So you can use that with your spinning wheel, and just, or like for your big knitting and crochet projects, and just have them carry around everything. So the next item that I wanted to show is a new item, and this is my medium basket. So they are, I can get my little note card out, my medium basket. They're 8 inches high and a 7 by 6.5 inch bottom, which I didn't talk about in my other bags. I probably should have. But you can see they are a lot smaller than my box bag, my regular basket. They're more square. So the main difference is someone just wanted a more square bag. So I have a bobbin and some fiber, and then I have a whole 4-ounce braid of fiber in here, and there's still room. So you can definitely use it for a lot of things, not just fiber. You can use it for knitting and what have you. So of course everyone loves my rope bowls at SSK. So I have some to show you, and special for SSK, I am offering you to order them because I sell out of them really fastly. So the small rope bowl is $20, and the large rope bowl is $40. And you can see the difference. This one is holding 4 braids of fiber, so 12 ounces. And then this is like 1 4-ounce braid that I spun up, and that's what this is holding. And you don't have to use it for yarn. I know people who've used it for all kinds of things, like fruit and whatnot. So what I'm offering special for SSK is you can order a rope bowl, large or small, and these are the colors that I have available. So I have red, yellow, orange, green, blue, teal, or aqua. It's the same. Purple, black, brown, gray, and then my multi, which is like all colors and white. So the fabrics that didn't fit in anything else goes in there. So the multicolor ones. So what you need to do is go to my website, starknits.net, and you can send me a message on there in the contact me, or you can go on my Etsy and send me a message through Etsy and order a small or a large. There's going to be about an 8 to 12 week processing time because I'm going to have to actually sew it all for you, and then I'll invoice you, and so it'll be, I will charge shipping for these because they are heavier, so they have to ship priority. Like most of my other bags I can ship first class, so I don't charge shipping for that. So but it's actual cost of the rope bowl. Like I don't add handling or anything, so it'll be those. So that's my rope bowls. And then I wanted to talk about something that I have in my Etsy store that I don't always talk about. So I have, you notice I have fiber. I have fiber, a couple of different blends. I went around to different fiber festivals and hand processed these fleeces and then blended them and then carded them. And I have these rustic bats. They're about $6 an ounce. And I have them packaged in two little bumps, I guess, so I can show you. They're like bats that you would just take out and fluff out, and then you can separate it for spinning. So this blend that I'm showing you right now, so I just tie them in little knots and I stir in about 3 to 4 ounce sections. Like each of these are about 1 to 2 ounces. So I sell them with two knots. This one that I'm showing you right now is my alpaca and Lincoln border Leicester blend, and you can see it spins up really nicely. I spun a sample and it's super soft because of the alpaca, and it's just fun to play with different fiber breeds. So there's one. I have another one. Another one that I have is a fleece. It's a Jacob, 50% Jacob, 50% alpaca. So it's super springy. And these are natural colors. Like the fleece was a gray. This one was like a dark brown and gray. So it turns out like really like charcoaly. And then I have also, and these are all listed on my Etsy store, so you can find them there. I have an alpaca and Wensleydale. So you can see the Wensleydale has a lot of hair coming out. So it's a really nice blend too. And this is like a dark gray as well. And then I have an alpaca. Can you see a theme? I have a lot of alpaca. Alpaca and Suffolk Cross. So this one is also a real squishy blend. Now this one was a beautiful brown. So a brown with white. There was some white in the Suffolk. So you can see it's a nice springy and squishy spin. And these are just a 2-ply that I just spun up a sample of. And like I said, they're all hand processed, and I've gotten the fleeces. So I like cleaned them, I picked them, and then I carded them. And this last one is 50% alpaca and 50% Suffolk. Yeah. So then this one is also a nice squishy, and this one's a white. So you could definitely dye it after you spun it. So these are something that I don't always talk about in my shows, but they are listed in my Etsy store, and they're something that I wanted to highlight and make sure you guys knew about them. The next thing, it is Tour de Fleece right now, so everything is, I'm trying to focus on a lot of spinning stuff. So I have my buckets, which I'm going to try and post them. Now some have satin inside, and those sell out really fast, but surprisingly I have 3 that have satin. So I'm going to try and take pictures of them and put them in my Etsy store. And then they, of course, these snap, so you can snap them over your wheel or snap them however you want on things. So this one is a cotton inside, and you can see I have a mini Turtle Made spindle and some Rolex, and then there's pockets on the inside. So these are my buckets. Let me show you. They are $30, even the satin ones. They're 7 to 7.5 inches high, 4.5 inches squared bottom, and if they're cotton they have pockets, and if they're satin they do not. So the satin is just good so it doesn't catch your fiber, but they all snap 2 ways. So those are my buckets. And then, like I said, I like to try, I'm going to try and post them online. So another new bag that I have, and I have a bunch listed on my Etsy store, is my wide extra large pocket. It is new. I got to thinking that my extra large pocket wasn't big enough to carry a sweater for me, or like an Afghan if you were making a blanket. So there's 2 pockets inside. They're 12.5 inches high and 17.5 inches across the top, and then the bottom is 14.5 by 4.5. You can see it gusseted this way, and like I said, there's pockets, and they're just really big, and they hold a bunch. So this is one of my newer bags, and I do have a bunch of these on my Etsy store as well. But if you see a pattern that you like that I don't have, you can let me know, and I can work with you to get it. The last bag I have is one that I had at SSK 2 years ago, and I had released it at SSK. It's my backpack, and I only have 3 left, and I'm trying to sell out because I'm trying to rework them. So I'm trying to sell all of these so I can rework them, but I have those 3 left. And if you want one, you need to message me because they're not listed. I have to see. Usually they ship priority, but I can see if they're lighter. But they're on sale. Normally they are $58. I'm selling them for $48. They are 13 inches high and 7.5 by 7 by 6.5 inch bottom, and there's a zippered pocket inside. Now I'm going to show you. I took this to a knitting retreat that I went to, and I carried around everything, and I had everything shoved inside. So I have my knitting that I'm working on, a water bottle, a Fabdori or a traveler's notebook, my wallet, another knitting project, and then in the zipper, which you can see, I have like pens. I put my phone, my husband's using my phone to tape right now, but I had my phone in there and my room key, and then I just put this all, let me put it all back in and then I'll show you how I wore it. So it just made it super easy for me to carry everything around. I had everything I needed and then some, and I just put it on and carried it around my back and just walked around like that. So those are my items. Thank you so much for joining me for SSK. If you have any questions, please send me a message either on Etsy, on Instagram, or on my website, which is www.starknits.net. And my keyword for SSK is pockets. Have a good year.